What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Jrichfits Lifestyle and Health Coaching Corner. This is episode 14. Thank you very much for tuning in. The topic of the day is plastic surgery versus working out. I feel like in life, in the fitness scope, in the beauty scope, it's one or the other. People choose the easy route, which is plastic surgery, or the harder route, which is busting your ass, going to the gym, and working out. We're going to talk about the yings and the yangs and the differences between the two. First question, why do people choose plastic surgery? This is a two-parter. I think the first reason why people choose plastic surgery is because they're lazy. Like I said earlier, it's so much easier to go do plastic surgery and get what you want in a faster pace than it is to start with a blank canvas, go to the gym, put those weeks and months and years in to finally get and look the way you want. So I think that is a big one. Laziness is huge. People want that quick fix. They want to look a certain way fast. They don't want to put the hard work in. Laziness is what is the main reason why fast food industries do so well. It's the main reason why plastic surgery does so well. There's so many avenues of the faster we can get it as human beings, then the better it is for us. But it's not true, man. When you really sit and you earn something and you look back at it, you'll feel so much better that you did the journey. Like the journey is always so much better than the actual destination. It's working hard and getting there and looking back and reflecting and enjoying and like appreciating what you've done instead of just doing the fast route. The fast route never feels good. When you do something fast, it never feels right. So always take your time, kind of slow it down. That's why I always pick gym over plastic surgery. And then the next section of why people choose plastic surgery is insecurity. Insecurity runs rampant in a day-to-day life. And I think that the reason why plastic surgery and plastic surgeons, everything as a whole, is such a huge billion-dollar business is because they feed off your plastic surgeries. They're telling you your ass doesn't look the way it should. Your tits don't look the way it should. Your calves, your shoulders, your chest, everything doesn't look the way that it should. And here's the quick fix. Here's what you should do. Where they should really be telling you, no, appreciate what you have. Build off of what you have. There's always a body type for somebody out there. I think you'll be fine. But they don't say any of that type of stuff. They tell you that we all need to look the same way. We all need to look like Kim Kardashian, and she learned that from somebody else, and somebody else learned that from somebody else. And you all end up looking exactly the same. How can you take their little sister, I don't know what the fuck their names are, who's a little white girl who ain't even Armenian like they're Armenian, and flip-flop her through plastic surgery, she's still in her young 20s, to look just like the sister? That's what I'm saying. Like, they can create and put this plastic surgery into you so you could look like anybody different than yourself. And that makes no sense to me. Like, if you really appreciate yourself and love yourself, and you're not as insecure as you say you are, why would you go from looking this way to looking like a whole different person? It's almost insanity to me when people choose the lazy, insecure way instead of building themselves. Because at the end of the day, when you go to sleep and you wake up, it's you in the beginning. It's just you. You don't worry about nobody else. You go to sleep, when you wake up, the first thing, oh, how am I doing? So why not do that on a day-to-day basis and stop with the plastic surgery and stop with the bullshit? What are people trying to beat when they decide to get plastic surgery? The first one is father time. Athletes know this phrase better than anybody else. Father time is undefeated. You will never beat father time. And I hope that people listening to this one that are either thinking about getting plastic surgery or have it already, just know, stop, slow down. You're never going to look as young as you did when you were a teenager. You're never going to look as young as you did when you were in your 20s or your 30s. So start embracing that and working on what you can work on. And stop thinking that you're going to look younger or I'm going to look like how I did. Like, because you never do. You look like the fucking, you look like a Picasso painting of what you once looked like. It always looks so much rougher. Anytime I see these 40 or 50-year-old ghouls out there, 60-year-old ghouls, that really think somehow that this plastic surgery or this surgeon is going to magically go bang, bang, bang and put it all together and you're going to look like you're in your 20s. It never happens. And you always look so much more rough because you look like like a Frankenstein doll where it's the arms of a 60-year-old, the neck of a 40-year-old, the face of a 30-year-old. It just nothing adds up, and nobody's gonna really be into all that type of shit. So stop trying to fight that. The harder you fight, the worse. It's almost like quicksand. The harder you fight, the quicker you tend to sink. So just enjoy what you have now and slow it all down. Especially, and I was just talking to the older crowd, the younger crowd nowadays. What in the fuck are you doing? You're 20 something years old, getting plastic surgery, getting your lips done, your neck done, your face done. You already have all that collagen, all that youth. Why would you be destroying it now? And work on yourself. Stop being so fucking lazy. That shit kills me. And I mean, it's very rampant in the female side of it, but holy shit, there's so many men out there that I see get Botox, and so many men out there that I see get these muscle implants and all this bullshit. You need to slow the fuck down too, and just start looking at yourself and seeing what you can do to help yourself, because everybody's body type's different. Why would you all want to look exactly the same? So slow down with the plastic surgery. And then the other thing that they try to fight, besides Father Time, is genetics. You're only going to be so big. You're only going to be so skinny. You're only going to be so tall, so short. Start appreciating what you have and stop looking at what everybody else has. I hate how, I mean, that's how like these Kardashians have built themselves to be these huge moguls when you really look at it and you're like, you haven't done shit. What have you done? Fuck some dude? And then your dad was a lawyer for OJ, and that's how you built your shit, and everybody else kind of just piggybacks off it. And then we see it and they're like, oh, I want to have a butt like hers. Oh, but guess what? Her butt's fake. Oh, I want to have curvature like hers. Oh, guess what? All their curves are fake. So if that's the case, pick up a Barbie doll. And when you go and you play surgeon, throw on the Barbie doll and be like, I don't want to look like that. Because it just doesn't add up to me. It's whatever God or whatever you believe in has given you genetically, that's what you got. That's what you're working with. That's it. So why not make it the best you can make you the best you can be. Don't try to be like these actors or these athletes or anything like that, because they're not trying to be like you. So work on yourself and work on what you can control. And the only thing that you can control is the genetics that you've been given. And I don't know. I mean, that one's like a one that really hits me, especially in my profession. Everybody always says, like, you'll have people come in and holy shit, instead of their butt going this way, their butt goes that way, and then they have the audacity to be like, "Well, I kind of just want to have like a little bit of a J Lo booty." Well, way to reach for the fucking stars. A little bit of a J Lo booty. Yeah. I think a lot of 98% of the women out there want a little bit of a J Lo booty. So don't just say it so nonchalantly. How about you just work on the best ass you could get, where it's like, get your thighs stronger, get your waist smaller. So then that will make your butt look bigger. And then start hitting the squats and just kind of build off of what you got. Stop worrying about what somebody else has and how can I get like them. That's not what it's all about. It's about you making yourself the best you. So like I said, don't fight Father Time. Don't fight genetics, because it's a losing battle. You'll never win those. You cannot win against those two. Those two are undefeated. When is it okay to get plastic surgery? So I'm sitting here bashing it so hard, but let me tell you this. There are certain scenarios where it is okay, because I mean, that's how everything gets taken advantage of. But at a certain time and a certain space, plastic surgery was meant for these categories. Getting something removed, gross, cleft lips, extra fingers, all these things. Plastic surgery has done an amazing job when it comes to helping people with real issues, where deviated septums, cleft lips, webbed ears, webbed fingers, extra fingers, everything like that. And I think that's a great thing. But of course, when things like that are created to help people out, vanity always takes over, and vanity's $1 billion business compared to helping people. Anything that you look that helps people or starts off helping people eventually turns into something that creates a shitload of money. And that's how it went from help to vanity. So that's always one. And then the removing of skin, when people have excess skin, or if like people are extremely big and they shrink down and then I have all that extra skin, it's great to know that there are surgeons out there that can help these people out, because these are the people that need it. The people that made mistakes in the past and have gotten really big and really unhealthy. They crack down. They change their whole life and their whole lifestyle, and they go from 400 pounds to 200 pounds. They go from 400 to 150. But with that being said, a lot of skin comes with you. You can't get rid. You can get rid of the fat, but the skin stretches out, and usually it doesn't bounce back. So for plastic surgeons to help these people out and make them feel whole, because these are the people really putting the work in, and I appreciate what they do because they've found themselves in a hole and they dug themselves out. So I'm glad that plastic surgery has gone a long way to helping remove skin and help these people out. And then the last one is, where are we at? Subtle moves to build confidence. So I think I'm not, trust me, I'm not a basher of, if you ain't got no titties, go ahead and get some titties. If you want to take a little fat out the stomach and put it in that ass, who the fuck am I going to say that's a bad thing? Shit. Everybody always asks, oh, but do they feel okay? Well, shit. If you can feel it, does it feel real? If you can feel it, I'm pretty sure it's really real, right? Like, you're feeling real right there. You're feeling a little something here. You're feeling a little something there. So I just think that subtle changes to build confidence are A-okay. Where somebody wouldn't know unless you told them. That's how I always view it when it comes to plastic surgery. If I can't tell just by looking at you, and you've done it in a subtle way, and it helps you feel good about yourself, more power to you. Who am I to judge you? The only people I do judge are the ones where the boat has fucking sailed. You're 60 something years old, stay 60 something years old. Or the people that end up looking like Krusty the fucking Clown, or they look exactly the same. Or like you look at what's his name, Mickey Rourke? Holy horseshit. Could somebody have slowed that guy down a little bit? Like, stop having these stupid people around you that are like, yeah, one more isn't bad. Go get another one. Fuck that. You end up looking like the Joker. And I'm not even talking about Joker recent. I'm talking about like Jack Nicholson Joker. You look like a fucking clown. And for me, I hate clowns. So stop turning into these fucking clowns because you're scaring the shit out of me. But yeah, subtle changes are one that I look at where I'm like, okay, I don't agree financially. Holy shit. Is this shit out of control with how much money they charge y'all? But if it's going to help you feel good about yourself, and then that in turn, and here's the big in turn, if that in turn changes your mindset to get to the gym, it changes your mindset to live a healthier lifestyle, more power to you. If it's taking you the other way, where you become addicted to plastic surgery, or you get this plastic surgery and it turns into, now I'm abusing substances like drinking and narcotics and all that type of stuff, then I don't support it at all. But if you're going to use that as a springboard in a positive direction, more power to you. Do your thing. Now, here is an area that I want to get into. Is plastic surgery versus the gym. But we're going to break down specific body parts. Do I think that you should be getting plastic surgery, or do I think that you should go to the gym? As it works just like this. So plastic surgery versus the gym. Number one, and it is my number one, with my boy Neil out there, number one with a good old blah blah. Booty. This is a big one. This is the generation where back in like the 80s and 90s it was tits. Now that it's the booty civil war, where everybody wants a bigger butt, a nicer butt, everything like that. I think before you decide to do the surgery thing, you should give the gym a go when it comes to building that ass. And here's why. Women get the misconception that men like big old butts. It don't matter what it looks like, what it feels like, anything like that, proportion, just big butts. That's absolutely not true. It's really the hip to butt ratio. How small are your hips to how big is your butt? And vice versa. If your hips are out here and your ass is here, then it ain't gonna look right. But that's really what I think what men break down when it comes to like a nice ass. Because you can be a small girl with a waist like this and a nice little peach, and you're good to go, compared to a big old fat girl with a big old fat booty. Like, it doesn't really necessarily add up that way. So I think that my advice is, if you are thinking about surgery or thinking about going to the gym, go to the gym, Do this. I swear to God, go do this. Get a leg workout of at least 8 exercise machines, all that type of stuff, and do 5 sets of 5 reps. And when I say 5 reps, that means that fifth rep is so heavy that you can barely get it up because you're building muscle at this point. What this is going to do is create volume. Your thighs, your butt, your calves, your inner part of your legs. You start creating volume. If you could do this consistently for 2 to 3 months and take measurements right before you start day one, measure your thighs, measure your hips, measure your butt, all that type of stuff. Do 2 months of a 2 day to 3 day, 2 a day or 3 a day per week leg routine of 8 machines, 5 sets, 5 reps. That fifth rep being extremely heavy, but always with good form. I promise to almost guarantee you'll see results. You'll see your thighs getting bigger. You'll see your butt getting bigger because you're creating volume. It's almost like when you compare a 100-yard sprinter to somebody that runs 1,600 meters. 100-yard sprinters, look at their bodies. They're amazing, but they're extremely strong, but it's explosive. It's only for 100 yards. 1,600, skinny, long, because they have to worry about that longevity when it comes to all that type of stuff. So for me, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're trying to get that, let's not say bulky, but you want that plump, strong look, especially as a woman out there, and you're thinking about getting surgery, I'm going to save you a shitload of money. And if I save you this money and you feel like I just did you a service, feel free to throw me a donation. You can hit me up directly. I'll give you my mailing address, and you can shoot me a couple hundred. I saved you about $10,000. Do those 5 sets of 5, build, and you'll see a huge difference. And if that shit don't work, then waste your money. Go get the surgery. Let's see what the next one is. The next one is stomach. So same thing. A lot of people end up choosing liposuction and all this type of stuff. Unless you have rolls to the point where there's a point of no return, and you know no matter how many crunches you do or how much cardio you do, that weight or that skin will still be there. If you're in that category, I want you to do as much cardio as you can, get the body fat as low as you possibly can, and with the skin, then you can get the surgery and all that type of stuff. But before that, don't do the liposuction into that. Same opinion applies. Go to the gym. If you're in this state where you need a nicer stomach, I need you to hit cardio. I need you to do abs. A friend of mine back in the day always would ask me, man, how you get abs? And I looked at him, I said, well, do you do ab workouts? And he goes, no. Well, then how the fuck do you expect to get abs if you don't do ab workouts? So same thing with this. How you expect to lose this if you're not firing it off? So your body is almost like an oven. So there's 4 burners on an oven. If I take ice and I put them on all 4 burners and I turn one burner on, that ice at the one burner is going to melt. The ice everywhere else is going to stay exactly the same. So your body works the same way. If I'm working my shoulders, the ice is going to melt here, but it's not going to melt right here. So if I'm doing abs and I'm crunching, I'm firing the muscle off, creating heat, creating warmth, you're burning fat off, and that's how you lose it. You can't just sit there and expect, well, I'm going to do this, and then, well, how am I going to have a six-pack? Because you're not fucking doing abs. So do abs, run, lose weight, and you'll be good to go. And then, like I said, there's excess skin. You can snap that shit off. But everything else, you should be able to work on. And the reason why you're not seeing results is because deep down inside, you know you're not putting the fucking work in. Because I'll tell you right now, I hate excuses of people trying to convince me that they're putting the work in and nothing is happening. That is scientifically impossible. If you have less calories in your system and you're burning more calories, you will naturally lose weight to the point where you'll have like zero body fat on you. If you can consistently do that. If I can consistently put out more than I'm putting in, my body fat is going to get lower and lower and lower and lower, and then I'll be absolutely good. Our issue is we like to talk all this shit about what we're doing, but we don't show everybody everything that we're doing, and we don't show the bullshit we're eating, or we don't show the bullshit that we're drinking. And then we want to sit there and complain and blame the next person, where it doesn't work like that. If you're not seeing the results that you want, the only human being to blame is you. There's no workout program. There's no diet. There's no nothing that you can blame. It's only you, because you know what the fuck that you're doing wrong. And I'm here to bust you out so I can help you change your mindset and be on the right path. Next one is chest and arms. And this one, I'm really directing towards men because plastic surgery is dominated, I think, by the female demographic. But I think there's this niche market of men that I've seen that get chest implants, shoulder implants, biceps, calves, butt. And I'm like, holy shit. We have so much testosterone in our system and our muscles fire off so fast and we can get muscle growth so easy. It's mind boggling that men decide to do this. Same rules apply. Don't ever get plastic surgery if this is your fucking issue. Women, I get. Hey, listen, you guys have boobs, you guys have butt, and those things travel very far when it comes to what men find attractive. Fellas, if you're getting a bicep implant, shoulder implants, calves, you're not doing that for a chick because they're not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I like you, but your calves, you're doing everything great, but your calves are just a little small. Fuck out of here, fucking flamingo legs." It ain't gonna happen that way. So don't sit there and say that you're doing it for them. You're just doing it for yourself, or you're doing it to compete. And the sad part is when you go to that gym and you look like you could bench press 300, but it's fake muscle, and you're on the bench and you're only doing fucking like 115. We're gonna know something's up and we're gonna know something's going on, and you're just gonna lose all credibility. And with men, it's about credibility. Women judging women, it's aesthetic. Men judging men, it's credibility. You look like you can bench 300 pounds and you can't bench 300 pounds, you've lost all credibility. You look like you can squat a house and you're only squatting a fucking Barbie doll house that you gave to your niece, then you lose all credibility. And that's all it really comes down to. Men don't really give a fuck what you look like. They give a fuck about what you can do when it comes to putting that weight on. So if you're a guy thinking about these things, hit the fucking gym. Just keep hitting it harder. Uh, just keep going. I was about to say, I'm not a big steroid advocate because I think that's stupid too. But if you're gonna go implants or steroids and that's where your brain is, go fucking steroids and enjoy yourself until 5 years later when your heart's enlarged and you end up having a stroke. Hey, enjoy those 5 years, but don't do the whole implant thing. That shit makes zero sense. And then this is the only one that I'll probably lean towards the plastic surgery side, the face. I don't know any machines that are for face strengthening or face changing. If this is jacked and you need a change, I have no input on this one. Please get that changed. If you're looking like fucking Pennywise from It, please to God go get that shit changed. If the nose is this way and you need to be that way, or one ear is here and one ear is there, fix it all. There's nothing that you could do when it comes to that face to fix in the gym. So, so if you're worried or insecure about any of that shit, that's the only direction I'll be like, yep, do whatever you feel like. But just realize this. Don't get addicted to plastic surgery, because if you get addicted to plastic surgery, you will always look exactly the same. And if you don't know who Mickey Rourke is, please look his ass up, because that shit is scary. It's to the point where you don't look like a human being. You look like if anybody's ever been to Santa Cruz and you ever see up top where they have the carousel thing or whatever the hell that is that goes all the way around the whole thing, they have those cavemen. That's what he looks like nowadays. And that's why everybody that gets too much plastic surgery, when you get to a certain age, the 50s and 60s, and you get all that plastic surgery, you start looking more and more like a caveman. That's the only reason why people connect human beings to apes, is everybody that gets plastic surgery ends up looking like a fucking sloth. So you gotta chill the hell out. Why choose the gym? So now we've gone through the whole plastic surgery thing, and you obviously know my stance on it. Why would I choose the gym over plastic surgery? I'm what you would call thrifty. I'm what you would call a saver. So why would I choose a gym over plastic surgery? Number one, money. Holy shit. Look up how much these fucking doctors are making and look how much they're charging for these surgeries. It is an insane amount of money. You could have a gym for 5 fucking lifetimes. You could die, they could revive you, you could die 3 or 4 times, and you still would never spend as much money in that gym than you would with one plastic surgery. So saving money is a big one for me, and I enjoy it a lot, and I like putting hard work in. So saving money is huge. Plastic surgery over that, over gym, money, gym wins every time. Building confidence, and when I say confidence, I mean true confidence. I think that people lie to themselves when they get these things. They say, "Oh no, I feel better now." I think you do, but there's a little bit of that little tweak in you that's like, "Yeah, but it really ain't me." Like, I'm proud of how I look and I'm proud of the compliments, but at the end of the day, I'm a realist and that's not me performing. So I really can't take the credit for it. But in turn, if you're a gym person, you can take credit for all of it because it's all earned. It wasn't something that got circumvented to where you got really fast. No, I'm really proud and I'm really confident of what I do in the gym because I busted my ass for years and years and years, and I still look this way and I'm still strong. That is something you can never change. That confidence, that gym, that fitness confidence is contagious, and that shit just spreads off. And when you are that way and people around you feel it, they start getting that way too. So building confidence, and I'm talking about true confidence, gym every time over plastic surgery. So money, confidence, bam. Those gym beats plastic surgery all day, every day. And then true health. People always think it's look. It is not look at all. There's a lot of people out there that don't look that healthy, but can run 5 miles easy compared to somebody that's getting ready for Mr. Olympia that couldn't run 100 yards without his heart feeling like it's going to explode because all the steroids and all the sugar and all the bullshit in his body. So health is a big one, and especially with plastic surgery, you're not working for it, so you're not building. You just look great, but you're almost like a mannequin where it's all hollow and there's all bullshit inside of you. But if you could really work, and I could hit that treadmill every day for a year, and I built up my cardio, and my blood's pumping the right way, and my vessels and everything are clear. There's no fat clogging or no arteries getting clogged or anything like that. Health wins every time. You could look great, like I said, getting that plastic surgery, but that still doesn't mean you're healthy. But when you really work out and you really put it all together, you're truly healthy and you're truly getting better. So those three things are huge to me: money, confidence, and health. If you have three of those, man, are you winning. If you take the money away and you just got confidence and health, you're still fucking winning. Fuck money. Money's cool, but money's the third one. I think that health and confidence, if you have those two, money always follows that. Or even if you got money and health, confidence will follow that. And if you have confidence and money, health follows. And if you got none of them, or if you just got one and you got confidence, confidence will leave you right there. Where if you don't give a shit about what anybody thinks, that middle finger right there, that's confidence. So go with that. And with that being said, I'm done. No more shit talking today. If you're thinking about getting plastic surgery, rethink, reevaluate, go try the gym at least for 3 months before you make a huge decision, and then see where you end up being. Hopefully this helps you out. Like I said, I know I do talk a gang of shit, but it all comes from a good place. I want to see you be the best you possibly can be, the healthiest you, the smartest you. And I don't like these easy ways. The easy way has never worked for me. So why should it work for you, or why should it work for anybody else? If you look at people in life that are very successful, it's always this long grind. Even these videos right now, it's a long grind. Some people can stop. Some people can be like, oh, I don't have the likes I get. I don't have the views I get. I don't give a fuck about that shit. If this affects one person in a positive way, I did all I needed to do. So at the very end of it, I hope this helps you out. Thank you guys very much. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. Remember, like I said, leave comments. Let me know about topics you want me to talk about. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Remember, I'm also going into this avenue now, so I'm working on life and health coaching for everybody that needs that type of help and needs a direct way to be guided into the best possible lane of their life. That's what I'm here for. So if you need that, feel free to get a hold of me. I'm running 15-minute consultations, but they're not bullshit consultations. For me, I always feel like I'm not going to sit there and sell you. I really want to talk to you. I really want to figure out what you got, and we can go back and forth. And then from there, we can figure out if there's something you want to go further with. But I'm not going to sit there and sell you or bullshit you. I really want to hear your problems, hear what's bothering you, so I can help you become a better human being. And also, like I said, Jake Shakes, we're always there for you. It's a healthy smoothie you take in the morning, cleans out the system, builds your immunities, gets you healthier, gets you better, also helps you lose weight at the same time. And that's all it's about. It's about being healthy, being confident. And if you're those two, money will come along the way. Thank you guys very much. That's been 30 minutes. I'm out of here already. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make a positive change. Help somebody out. Thank y'all very much. Get the fuck on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.